For more news and programs, you can visit our website on www.ntailorin.com.ng. Download the NTA Ilorin app from Google Play Store on your Android devices. You can also watch our news on NTA Ilorin YouTube channel.
Idera community in Ifelodun local government area of Kwara State is about to witness a massive human capital development with the official groundbreaking ceremony of some vocational centers courtesy of Ladi Tiger Rural Development Foundation. Hamad Fulani reports that the founder, who is also the Onidera of Idera land, Oba James Oladipo Buremoh, also distributed food items to 4 communities to cushion the effect of the current economic hardship in the country.
A year ago, the palace of Onidera of Idera in Ifelodun local government area of Kwara State played host to traditional rulers and other guests who came to witness the inauguration of Ladi Tiger Rural Development Foundation. The foundation immediately hit the ground running with the training of some youths in different vocations. A year after, the foundation is waxing stronger, especially with the groundbreaking ceremony of the vocational center performed by the Onidera of Idera, supported by other monarchs in the area. The founder, the monarch of Idera land, Oba James Oladipo Buremoh, is fulfilled with the progress so far recorded by the foundation. His vision of making Idera a human capital and commercial hub for the neighboring communities, as well as the entire Ifelodun local government area, is the reason for his investment.
I wanted to make sure I do everything I can to make the lives of our future, the youth, better. That's what caused the... You came here during the launching of the Vocational Training Center. Now we're putting the permanent structure there. But then I realized that people are hungry. And if I have food to eat and my people don't have food to eat, then I can't eat. The children, if they can't go to school, who's going to sponsor them? If I have a little bit, and from that little bit I give out, God will replace it for me.
So the ground, they have been operating on a temporary site, but today we want to do the groundbreaking of the permanent site of that vocational center.
They should face their study very well so that they can excel in life.
Aside from the distribution of food palliatives to the people of Idera and 3 other communities to help reduce the suffering of the people, 4 students selected from 4 different communities had their WAEC registration fees paid. Some other students also got scholarships to encourage them in school.
I do tell them whenever I'm addressing them that I'm a product of that particular college. And if I could be a product of that particular college, at the same time become the principal of the school. And that would be a challenge to them.
Not so many people believe in us, but right now everybody sees it and gives glory to God. So I'm happy, I'm glad.
With this opportunity, I made sure that I read very well to pass my work.
As beneficiaries of the gestures were appreciative of Onidera's hands of fellowship extended to them, the monarch appreciates those who have been supporting the foundation, especially the Idera indigenes in the diaspora, as he promised to do more for the good of the community.
I remember in the 80s, the Onidera of Idera, who is also known as the African Tiger, brought life to the main bowl of the Kwara State Stadium complex, Ilorin. Great lecturers like the Dino brothers, Tex Makaisin, Michael Hayes, and what a view. We all enjoyed ourselves. Again, thank you very much, Kabiyesi, for impacting life, touching people's lives, and bringing hopes to the less privileged. Still on Idera, the concept of servant leadership is playing out in Idera community in Kwara State, where the monarch, Oba James Oladipo Buremoh, a former international wrestler, is impacting the lives of his subject and others in the surrounding communities through self-help initiatives. Hamad Fulani tells us more about this unique traditional ruler whose leadership qualities are worthy of emulation.
Oba James Oladipo Buremoh, also known as Ladi, the African Tiger, in his wrestling days, ascended the throne of his forefathers as the Onidera of Idera land in Ifelodun local government area of Kwara State as a 4th class Oba in 2003.
Diving in a
Oba Buremoh was a famous Nigerian in the 80s and 90s with his prowess in wrestling at the international level that caught the attention of both government and Nigerians. Through the help of his mentor, a wrestling legend, Ladi, the African Tiger, began his wrestling career and became a world champion in 1988, defeating Michael Hayes to win the heavyweight wrestling championship.
He has been able to inspire would-be wrestlers. I recall that the likes of Onikoruye, Okoro Dudu talked about him as a motivator in the field of wrestling.
He foresees professional wrestling becoming a big sporting event in Nigeria if there is corporate bodies' involvement and government intervention.
Wrestling is a sport that makes money. I mean, that you can get a lot of golds in the Olympic. And then when you become professional, you can make money. If government supports, even as old as I am, I'm ready to give my expertise.
He quit professional wrestling due to a series of injuries to his ribs, neck and thighs before he later established his wrestling promotion to train interested Nigerians in wrestling. Since his ascension as the Onidera, he has been transforming his community and his environs through self-help initiatives. In his more active years on the throne, he used to travel outside the country to work and raise funds to develop his community. As a result of injuries sustained in his wrestling days, he has gone through 3 different surgeries and is no longer strong enough to walk. He now depends on his friends in the diaspora who support him with funds to develop his community.
We'll start raising funds, for us to be able to implement what we want to implement. We started a vocational training center, that will cater for the youth. And we all know what's going on nowadays. They finish the universities and they can't get any jobs. But then, if they learn a trade, they can use that trade in the meantime to take care of themselves before they get a job.
Through his foundation, he has set up a vocational training center for the youth in his community, presenting scholarships to indigent students within and in the surrounding communities. He has paid the WAEC fees of some students this year and also presented food palliatives to his people and others from outside his community.
With this opportunity, I made sure that I read very well to pass my WAEC.
For Oba James Oladipo Buremoh, the welfare of his community will continue to be a priority for as long as he lives.
NTA Ilorin Newsreel continues after this timeout.
For more news and programs, you can visit our website on www.ntailorin.com.ng. Download the NTA Ilorin app from Google Play Store on your Android devices. You can also watch our news on NTA Ilorin YouTube channel.